Hello everybody, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Today we are reading a Dabi listener questions by Karamatsu_girl on Wattpad. So yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Your chest fell as if you were about to burst. Your lungs burned and your mouth was dry from huffing. Your pace quickened as you saw your target just a few feet away from you. His small form turned to you and was surprised to see that you still followed him. Without noticing, he led you to a dead end. He was trapped. You huffed and stepped slowly to the boy. "Look, kid, give it back and I won't hurt you. We can both walk away happy," you said calmly. "Finders keepers, bitch. Get lost," he yelled. He looked just a few years younger than you, around 12 or 13. He was driving your patience. You lunged at him and grabbed his shirt. You used your strength and flipped him over. When he hit the cement, you placed your knee on his chest. "Give it back," you seethed. He chuckled and spit in your face. "Go to hell." "That's it," you yelled, as you punched his face repeatedly. He held the object he stole tightly to his hands. His face was red with blood, and yet he continued to hold on. "Let it go!" you screamed. You were about to punch him one last time when a fist stopped you. You turned to the side, and a figure held you tightly. You jumped off the boy and held a fighting stance. "I think you should leave the kid alone, don't you?" said the person in the moonlight. You could see this person was a male. He had spiky black hair and dual skin tones. One half was pale and the other looked as though it were rotting and it was held together by stitches. "Fuck off. This brat stole something from me. If you get in my way, I'll hurt you too," you said. "Kid, give it back," said the man in the moonlight. "Fine," he said. He threw the item to you and stood up. He walked up to you shakily. "Thank you." You were interrupted as a sharp pain filled your right thigh. You looked down and saw a knife sticking out of your thigh. The kid had stabbed you and bolted. You fell to the ground and screamed. The stranger ran up to you and inspected your thigh. Blood seeped through your jeans. "That fucker," he mumbled to himself. Your breathing hitched and your vision became blurry. Your eyes slowly closed and you felt something warm hold you. You woke up in an unfamiliar place. You were on a couch. You sat up when your thigh began to throb. You cursed out loud and looked around. You were in a dark apartment which looked in desperate need of cleaning. The mystery person sat in front of you with his head hung. Hearing you curse woke him up. He still scared you. Just a little. "Hello, handsome," you said sarcastically. "You're welcome," he responded. "So, why would you bother with a scum like me?" you asked. "Well, I felt bad that I let the kid get away when he stole something from you anyway." You patted your pockets and pulled out what What did he steal from you anyway? You patted your pockets and pulled out a golden necklace. It has a locket and on the inside held a picture of your family. "My mom gave it to me. My family was murdered a while ago. It's important," you said while sighing. He hummed. "Well, not that you're not good company, but I should be going," you said cheerfully. You stood up and fell face first into the ground. You stayed there for a while and a muffled "ow" escaped your mouth. Your rescuer chuckled and helped you back onto the couch. He crouched beside you and held out a hand. "The name's Dabi." You grabbed his hand and shook it. "Q, I'm YN." His eyes widened and he turned his face. "Do you have a quirk?" You shook your hands. "Got my fist to protect myself." "What's a beauty like you doing in the slums?" Where I was raised." "Ever killed anyone?" What is this, 20 questions? And yeah, you said while smiling. Same here. I like you. You seem unfazed by the craziness that goes on here. Your face heated up slightly. Well, I like to think that am the craziness. He laughed slightly. Please stay here until you're better. I'm no doctor, but I know you need time to heal that wound. And what do you want in return? You asked suspiciously. Nothing much, just entertain me. You thought about this. It was strange, but weirder things have happened. What do you do for a living? He asked you one day. You'd been living with him for a few days, and he'd ask you a multitude of questions from how you were feeling to your personal life. I'm a mercenary. Kill for money. You? Same. The two of you laughed over the subject. Dabi had rather grown fond of you. You had a bright personality and loved to talk. As he made breakfast, he heard footsteps behind him. He turned his head and saw you struggling to stand. You held the wall for support, but were close to falling. When your legs gave way, you expected to feel the cold ground, but instead you were in a pair of arms. Dabi held you closely, and your face was in his chest. You blinked twice before backing away, flustered. You fell on your butt and crawled to the couch. Gee, thanks. I love being shoved aside and ignored, he sighed. No. You were really close. Sorry, I got a little flustered, you said nervously. You rubbed your neck and felt your face burn. He smirked and walked to you. You were on the couch and he leaned over you, his arms trapping you in between. Do I make you nervous? How are you feeling now? Want me to back away? His breath literally hit your face and you got nervous. Oh my god, he is hot, he's so close, what do I do? You thought. Words were beyond you, and you stuttered like crazy. Dabi leaned in closer and kissed your forehead. He pulled away and walked back to the kitchen. I hope you liked eggs burnt, he said. Tease, you yelled. He laughed so hard you thought that he would collapse. Nearly a month had passed, and your legs were just about healed. Things had been the same with Dabi. He asked questions, you answered. That's it. Him kissing you made you 10 times as nervous around him. He was surprisingly cute once you got to know him. He really did care for you, a lot. He cooked for you, he carried you around, and he even brought you clothes for your stay. When you could finally walk again, you packed a bag. He sat confused on a chair, seeing you walk to the door. Well, thank you for taking care of me. I really appreciate it. I should get out of your hair now, you said happily. Hold it, he said. You turned to him in confusion. Yeah? He was a bit hurt. You're just gonna leave after all of this? I don't want to take advantage of your hospitality. I'm sure I'll see you around sometime. He stood up so quickly the chair he sat in fell over. He looked you in the eyes. A sign of pain was in his. Don't you see? I did all this because I wanted to. I wasn't forcing myself. I did it for you. He took a few steps forward. For me? You said. Yes, you idiot. I did it because I like you. You tilted your head slightly and replied. Oh, I like you too. You're cool. He took a few more steps forward. No, I don't like you like that. I like you like this. Huh? Before you could say anything else, he connected his lips with yours. You stood frozen for a second before you responded to his kiss. You kissed back with the same kind of longing he had. He sighed in relief upon you doing so. You placed your arms securely around his neck, and he put his hands on your waist. He moved his hands up and down, but you jumped and covered your mouth when he did so. What's wrong? He asked. I'm a bit ticklish? You said, embarrassed. God, that's adorable, he said. He grabbed your hand and led you to his couch. He sat you down and you looked up. He hovered over you, but he brought his hands to your waist. You didn't know what was coming until you saw a smirk on his face. Your eyes widened in horror. Dabi, please. Before you could continue, he tickled your sides while trapping you between his legs. You laughed hysterically while punching him to make him stop. He found you utterly adorable and stopped when you kicked his family jewels. He fell to the ground and you snuggled beside him. I guess if I'm with you, I can stay, you said. If he weren't suffering, he would have kissed you again. So that was the fan fiction. I didn't read the ending, so I found it very funny with the crown jewels. And sorry for stuttering a lot. I don't know why I'm doing that. It's just been happening lately, so I apologize for that. Anyway, I hope you all enjoy, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!